It's like taking a trip to Europe because we're going to give you 3 lavender plants that are the best of the British, the best of the French lavender, and you see that Paris pink, and of course French lavender is known around the world for having the most incredible fragrance. And then the one that I am most intrigued by is this Spanish purple. The lavender smells a little different. It has a little bit of spice to it. It's like a sweet, spicy smell. It really is lavender taken to the next level. We've gone through how many now? 3,500 have already been ordered this season. This is our only order of the season, and it's already over half gone. So, you know, Jim, there are hundreds of varieties of lavender. So many of them, even if you see them in Europe, don't actually grow that well in the United States. So I know that for you to be able to bring us the best of Europe, you still needed a little help with the breeders to get something where we could have that experience but grow it right here in the U.S.
Yeah, you know, what makes Hort Couture, you know, kind of different than other plant companies is we're truly a plant breeding and development company. And lavender is a project we've been working on for a long time. And these 3 varieties really represent something that's far more than just the aesthetic of what you're looking at. I have, here in West Virginia, always struggled to grow any lavender, regardless whether it's English lavender or even your more exotic Spanish types or French types. And so what we started looking at was how can we, through classic plant breeding, find varieties that are going to be much more winter hardy and much more resilient to heavy soils, which is really what kills lavender in most cases. What we have here is, I call it the world's best, because we have an English lavender, which is bulletproof, very tough, that silver foliage, that wonderful high oil level that the plant has, the wonderful fragrance. And that plant has always been like a zone, you know, 5 or 6 plant. And we really have taken English lavender and made it into like a zone 4 plant. So it's people in Minneapolis or New England where they've really struggled with lavender, and especially where they have really heavy clay soils, almost no chance of getting into overwinter because the soil stays too wet in the wintertime when the roots aren't growing. But beyond that, what we've also found is we have developed varieties that are so resilient. I have had Spanish lavender coming back in very heavy soil in the back of my house for the last 3 years in a row, which is the Spanish blue, which is the Spanish that we have in the collection here, the Spanish purple. And the flowers are just starting to open on these. I don't know if you can even see them here in the studio, but they are just so different, and the foliage is so different on this variety. It's almost like a little fern leaf or a yarrow leaf.
Oh, you know, that is interesting. I had that in the studio just last week, and it is really, really amazing. You know, Jim, I think that people who have tried to grow lavender and been disappointed in it will be so happy with this. And also, it's really exciting because even when I had those plants in the studio with me, all 3 varieties, the fragrance was incredible. And I think if you've only ever gone down to the hardware store or your local nursery and picked up lavender and then thought, it doesn't smell that great, it kind of smells a little medicinal, it's because you haven't tried these varieties. You know, the most fragrant, beautiful lavenders come from Europe. You know, L'Occitane, known the world over for using that French lavender that smells the absolute best. The problem is, as we mentioned, it's hard to grow in the United States. Jim and his team have really cracked the code, bringing us the best of the British, the best of the French, and the best of the Spanish, but in a way where we can grow them. And you know, Jim, with this, I say, cut off some of those flowers and dry them and use them throughout your house. I actually put lavender, I mean, you can even put it in your sweaters in little sachets, you know, to kind of keep the critters away from your cashmere sweaters over winter. There's just so much you can do with it.
Yeah, not only are you getting 3 flower colors here, you're getting the pink, the purple, and the blue, but you're also getting 3 very different foliages, and you're getting 3 oils that there is a certain nuance to the difference in them.
Yeah, I thought they smelled very different, you know, because the lavender, you don't even need the flowers, really, even the leaves smell so good. So when I was playing with them in the studio, I was like, oh, each one smells different. So they look different, they smell different, and this is a really awesome opportunity. 4 easy payments of $10. Call us at 1-800-500-7590. You can also go to QVC.com. But Jim, I always say plant lavender someplace where maybe along a walkway, someplace as you're walking into the house, you can touch it with your fingers and kind of have that instant de-stressor fragrance, right? Like this is one you want to be able to really enjoy, get close to.
Absolutely. And the thing that I'm so excited about with this is I know people are going to be more successful because you know, when you get away from English lavender, growing some of these more specialty lavenders is so difficult here, especially on the east coast of the U.S. where our soils are heavy, and even out in the Midwest. And the other thing I'll tell you, Sandra, is that we don't have a whole lot of collections left, but I was at the greenhouse this week, and we actually shipped most of the orders for this have already gone out, and the plants that we're shipping are so beautiful, and they smell so wonderful. And they even, you even see in the crop, you'll see several thousand of these on a greenhouse bench, and there's actually even some flowers kind of popping up on them here and there. But I know people are going to they're getting great plants. And another thing I'll mention too, Sandra, is that we ship everything in our little clamshell shipper, and we are so proud of how well we get plants to people. Putting a living thing in a box and sending it to someone 1,000 miles away or 2,000 miles away is not easy. And we have this really wonderful shipper that we use. You can turn the plants upside down. You can, really, there's no spilling. The stem is protected. The top is protected. It actually clicks in place enough that it actually holds a lot of moisture in on the plants. And this has been a game changer as far as getting.
It really is nice. So,
yeah,
Jim, I'll say as a customer, because I have been a customer of Hort Couture now every year since you've been here. I'm my own best customer. I get off the air and instantly, I got my phone going. I'm ordering everything on the app. But I will say over the years, sometimes it's really tough because even if you have the world's best plants from a greenhouse, if they get packed in a box and something along the way happens, and maybe your delivery person drops them, and you can end up with broken plants, spilled dirt. You open a box and it's upside down. I have really enjoyed how you pack your plants because they come exactly how they left the greenhouse. There's no messy dirt, flying around the box. The plants are intact. So, if you're at home, you might not think talking about how they're shipped is a big deal, but it's a huge deal, just even in terms of opening them and having it be a pleasure to get really what you paid for intact. So 4 easy payments of $10. This is such a good example of why you come to QVC and Q2 for plants. We are giving you varieties that you will absolutely not find anywhere else. And Jim, I love to do comparison shopping, and you start looking for specialty plants and they'll charge you a fortune and then get you with shipping and handling if you're doing it online. This is 4 easy payments of $10 with free shipping and handling. If you want it, give us a call, 1-800-500-7590. Those are amazing, and I'll speak from personal experience. They smell so awesome.
Yeah, Sandra, this is something, I just hope everybody will jump. There's not a whole lot of them left, and I'm really interested to hear how successful people are with them, because you're getting 3 really unique varieties at a great price, and we're going to ship them right out to you. You're just going to get them just in the next few days if you order. So it's